All right, well, thank you, panelists, and thank you, Hassan. And I know folks saw when Habib did his presentation that Hassan and I were co-chairs for the conference planning committee, and that was very gracious of the TIDC folks. But I think Hassan would agree with me that Jim and Amanda and Jenna and Aaron and Taylor did most of the heavy lifting on this. So I do appreciate them and the work that they have done for this conference. I just had a couple notes. First of all, maybe most importantly is make sure you get your survey done and submitted. The planning committee is real interested in your feedback on the conference, and hopefully for next year's conference, we can make improvements based on that. So please do submit your survey. Just a couple notes. This morning, we heard from the panelists about after Dr. Moses' presentation, we heard from the panelists some comments on how we can move research into practice. And some of the key words, buzzwords were, it's all about the stakeholder and customers. We need to be able to take some risks. Don't be afraid of some failure, some of those things. And I don't know about you folks, but they don't teach you that stuff in school. It's stuff that we have to learn and be ready to do. So that's one thing, takeaway I have, and it's a common theme I've heard over the years when my role with the MaineDOT as a research and innovation director was, that having that culture of innovation. And I think a lot of you here, especially agency folks, take that to heart. You're the ones that can help within your organization to move research forward. So I thought it was a good conversation this morning with the panelists. We heard a lot about the technical, some technical presentations, this morning, this afternoon. That just speaks to the breadth of work that's going on at TIDC and also on the moon as well. But I'm hoping there's at least one thing that you all picked up on, and something that interests you, or a product or something that research that result that may benefit you and your organization. So please consider, being a champion and moving some of that forward. So with that, let's see, tomorrow we do have sessions on autonomous vehicles and successful deployments. I'm looking forward to that. There'll be tours of the VME lab, and I think you folks and there'll be presentations from the VME lab folks as well. So I'm hoping you're able to join that tour. It's very well worth it. And also there'll be a tour of the ASCC. Is that tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow as well, right? Tomorrow afternoon. So there'll be another tour of that. If you haven't seen the 3D printed house, it's worth the effort. So please try to attend that. Okay, and as I mentioned, complete the surveys, please leave them with the registration desk. I want to thank the sponsors, the general sponsors that we have, and hopefully you had time to visit the folks in the exhibit hall. Luna, AGC of Maine, SGH, Spire, MaineDOT, and the University of Vermont, and the University of Maine are all sponsors and exhibitors. So thank you very much for participating. And again, I hope some of you folks had a chance to visit with those exhibitors. So with that, thank you. Have a great night, everyone.